concerned Chubbixons.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Land Use and Development Commission regular meeting. It's May 12th, 2026. I want to welcome our newest commission member, Nicole, to the commission. So we're looking forward to having her. At this time, I'll ask, do any of the commissioners have any conflicts of interest for the agenda items tonight? I do. I will be recusing myself from public hearing item number 1. And we'll pass the off to the vice chair at that time. If you will all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Agenda item number 3, approval of minutes for the April 14th, 2026. Do I have any additions, corrections, or a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes.
All right. Approval and a second?
Second, yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, minutes are approved. We'll now move to the public hearing item number 1, and I'll turn it over to the vice chair at this time.
So for this public hearing number 1, we have an application for initial zoning on approximately 3 acres on the corner of Philbin and Decker Drive. So do we have the applicant who would like to present this to us?
Good evening, commissioners. My name is Brady Smith with Alliant, 161 Jefferson Avenue, Pocatello, Idaho, 83201. Here tonight representing the applicant on this project. So pretty straightforward. We're right next to Griffin Hollow. You can kind of see on that map. I believe it's an R2 designation, which is what we're also seeking. Hopefully in the future meetings to come, maybe hopefully next month if everything goes well, you'll be seeing a pre-plat to follow this. And what we've done is basically, I know you don't have a map, but I know a lot of times it's of interest of what's going to go there. But on the piece that's actually got the arrow pointing to it would be more of a single family residential layout, much similar to the Griffin Hollow piece, just to kind of give you a heads up on that. And then obviously there's an existing residence on the northeast corner that will stay as is. And then the remaining portion that fronts Philbin is designated for townhouses, or excuse me, twin homes. So there would be 4 units, two twin home buildings, so 4 units total. Like I said, this is kind of the first step in that process. We know we have to get the annexation after this recommendation, hopefully from this commission. And so we believe that this is consistent with the zoning that surrounds us. And so we believe that this is an acceptable request and would just ask for your recommendation for approval to council on this item if you see it the same way. And I guess with that, I would just answer any questions you might have for me.
I don't have any questions. I just want to express gratitude and kind of letting us see what's to come with those parcels. That's one question I had, I guess, as I reviewed this, is what was planned for these areas. So thank you.
Bet.
Are there any other questions from commission? Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.
City staff, do you have anything to add?
I really don't have much to add. I will apologize. I didn't use the address for the house anyway. It's 10795 Philbin Road. It's odd to have a enclave in the city that has a county address like that. Very different from the house numbers next door. But that is the official address for the house currently. The data in the report was quite easy to collect. It was very accurate for this parcel because it is surrounded by the city. It's within our urban service boundary, of course, and sewer and water are already at the property boundary. So staff recommends approval. It meets the comprehensive plan and other standards.
Are there any questions for city staff?
I have a question. So in this on page 2, it talks about comprehensive plan, future land, map designation, and in there it states that Philbin Road is also identified in the plan as a potential connectivity area, meaning it should have a corridor plan in the future that may address transportation, beautification, or some other issue. When do we foresee that taking place?
Those are not scheduled. They're just identified on the comprehensive plan. We do have a small amount to do a follow-up contract on the comprehensive plan, but we'll probably focus on the Chubbuck Village. It's not been determined. It will be in the next couple of weeks.
We have setbacks established already for Philbin Road.
Yeah, it would just be a special plan that would be beyond what we normally do. We have a similar designation on a few other streets if there's more to be done, but each corridor plan would be totally different. But those are the 3 things that usually come up the most.
Thank you.
All right, if there are no other questions, I'll open the public hearing. The way that we conduct our public hearings is that we'll invite anyone to come up. When you come up, state your name and address for the record. We'll start off with those who are in favor of the application, followed by those who are neutral to the application, and finally followed by those who are opposed to the application. At which point we'll close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission for decision. So with that, we'll open the public hearing and ask anyone who is in favor of the application to come forward. Okay. Seeing none, we'll ask for anyone who would like to testify neutral to the application. Okay. You can come up and state your name and
George Lucia. I live on 14145 West Chubbuck Road.
Okay.
I'm adjacent to the other subdivision there, but how many houses did you say you were going to put on the subject property?
I didn't say, but there will be
9. And then 2 twin homes. Oh, that's including the twin homes. Oh, okay, so there'll be 9 total. Okay. Another question is, are there any plans to widen Philbin Road?
so that's what this commissioner just asked is if there were
About the
any current
setbacks?
plans. The setbacks are currently there. They're not currently plans, but it is seen as an area where it'll need to be widened in the future at some point.
Okay. That was my only questions. Thanks.
Thank you. Is there anyone who would like to testify in opposition to the application? Okay. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission. Commissioners, do you have any questions? If not, what would you like to do?
Brett.
If there's no other comment, I will recommend approval of the application for zoning to city council.
Is there a second?
I'll second the approval.
Roll call vote, please.
Christopherson,
Yes.
Stewart,
Yes.
Thayer, oh, never mind, Boyd, Hiltbrand,
Yes.
Romero. Motion carries.
And with that, we will turn the time back over to the chair.
All right. Thank you. We'll move on to general business. We're going to skip item number 1. It's going to be removed. And so we'll move to number 2, SharePoint presentation. Joey?
Yeah, so we, as a city, are creating these SharePoint sites for each group. So the council is going to have one, the land use board is going to have one, and some of the other boards. This will allow you to access your packet information, download that information wherever you're at, and you won't have to go through the website and use the public facing and things like that. So this is what it will look like after.
I can replace Dropbox.
What's that?
Is I can replace Dropbox for the packets and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still email you like I do now. I'll email you a link to this page every time. But this is basically how you'll access that information. If you can see here, we have some additional resources like a link to city code book, public hearing procedures, example motions. If you have any other resources you'd like us to add, feel free to let me know and we can add those on here. Your meeting will be under events. You can access the agenda on here if you want to. Also, if you ever need to attend through Zoom, the Zoom link will also be under your events, so you can access that. And then your it's the same one that they have. It's the paper that we but this similar setup like you get now. Packet will be broken up by the meeting date, and then so here's all the information you received for today's meeting: the agenda, the draft minutes,
What's voting?
everything like that. Voting, actually, I need to take off of there. That one is I get. It's my sheet here. It also is if I get a mailer back, like a public hearing notice comes back, I scan in and say why it got returned and put it in there. So, but anyways, so that's, and then, so this will be your site. This board will have access to this site. And so you can access this information whenever to make it a little easier for you. And then you can just download it like you did in Dropbox. Or it automatically will adjust to your phone or tablet, however you're accessing it.
So when you say just this board will have access to the site, are we going to have logins for SharePoint?
What's that?
Are we going to, is this like authenticated? Like, will we get logins that we'll have to log in to get?
Yeah, you'll get an email. We'll give your email access to this site. And so just your email will open up that access. So that was just my presentation. So you're aware what this is. And like I said, if you have any other resources or you feel like it'd be helpful for you or the board that you would like me to add, just let me know and we can add. And as we go along, we can grow this to be as useful as it can for you as a board.
Just like what we have now, we can copy, paste,
Mhm.
right from there.
Yep.
I have a request.
Uh-huh.
The code book can be rather large and hard to navigate at times. Can you, and especially with the potential for the changes to the Grace, north of Grace, the development there. Can you put a link to that, comprehensive plan or that,
Oh, having the comprehensive plan and the resources.
specifically?
Yeah, we can add the comprehensive plan.
The Northwest or the,
Harvest,
Last,
or
last week's,
whatever it's called.
I mean, they have their own chapter.
is it,
I
well,
don't know what you're at. I don't know.
I don't know
what-
if it's Harvest Springs or
The master plan, I think, is what he's
I-
talking
well,
about.
no,
The master plan is one portion of it, but you want that whole chapter?
yeah, because we're gonna see that come up pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Potentially, the one that we did last month, the, north of Grace.
It's
between-
Harvest Springs.
Harvest
It's the
Springs.
Harvest Springs area.
Yeah,
Going forward, all you'll see is preliminary plats.
okay.
You won't see any, as far as the master plan for that comes, it's done. So all you'll see going forward is preliminary
So,
plats.
so the
There-
preliminary plat code section has its own section as well.
You could potentially also have a conditional use permit that would come out as well.
Also just, this will come up in training, but since a couple people mentioned it, on, initial zoning, they don't have to tell you what's gonna be built there, and it's not part of the application. You can't deny that because of.
Yep.
Just so you know, it's okay to ask, but if he'd have said, I don't know, it can't be part of the decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say that to the gentleman that asked that question, but answered.
Anyways.
Fine. Out of curiosity, I was gonna ask, so on that note, could we add a resource? And I know it's elsewhere on the site, but it'd be nice to just have one spot to look for them. But so the comprehensive plan link
Mm-hmm.
and then links to GIS maps would be nice too.
Yeah, we can add GIS. Is there certain ones that you want to add on there?
All of them.
All of them. There's
I want
probably,
to
there's-
know where the sewer lines are.
there's probably more than you realize.
I don't know. So definitely
Okay.
current zoning, future zoning.
Don and I will get together and look at the GIS maps that we feel like will be the most useful.
The
for you.
ones,
Well, isn't there
the
a
ones
link?
that Devin had on like revenue per parcel were kind of cool.
Okay.
And I just add those.
Yep, we can add those on there.
Anything else? Thanks, Joey. I think this will be really good just to have everything in a central location and yeah, I'm excited for this. All right, seeing nothing further, we will be adjourned.